All right, we're looking at question 3 on our 2017 fall final exam, which we're using to practice. So we have the polynomial function 1 over 16 times x plus 3 times x plus 2 times x minus 4 squared. So let's go ahead and list the zeros. So the zeros are also the x-intercepts, right? So we have a 0 at -3 because that would make this factor 0. It doesn't have an exponent on it, so therefore it's a multiplicity of 1. And odd multiplicities cross the x-axis. So it's not because the 3 is odd, it's because the multiplicity is odd, right? Okay, let's look at the next one. The next one would be -2. That corresponds to that factor right there, x plus 2, because that would make that factor 0. Again, there's no exponent, so that's a multiplicity of 1, which again is going to be crossing the x-axis at that point. Then our last one is +4, because that makes that parenthesis 0. And it has an exponent of 2, so it has a multiplicity of 2, which means it's going to touch the x-axis at that point. So then when we go to graph this, let's throw our points in there. So we'll have one at -3 here, have one at -2 here, have one at +4 here. Let's look at our degree. So the degree of our polynomial is 4, and the leading coefficient, which is 1 over 16, is positive. So I don't know if you remember what that means, but if our degree is even and our leading coefficient is positive, that gives us up behavior, like a parabola, right? Because it's x squared, and the end is supposed to go up, so it's going to be end behavior up. So that will kind of help us figure out what this looks like. The other thing that they ask us to do is the y-intercept. So the best way to find a y-intercept is just plug in 0, right? Unless it's already in general form, then all you have to do is look at the constant. But it's not in general form, it's in factor form. So we need to just plug in 0. So I'm going to plug in x equals 0. So that would give me 1/16 times a +3 times a +2 times -4 to the second power. So this is for our y-intercept, in case you're not sure what I'm doing. Okay, so this is 4 times 4, 16, so that kind of cancels out this 1 over 16. So then all we have left is 3 times 2, which is 6. So our y-intercept should be at 6. Should have done that a different color. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, we have 4 points in there. We know what direction the ends of the graph have to go. We know whether it has to touch or cross. So at this point, we should just be able to say, all right, this has to start upward, cross there, go through here, touch here, go upward. This is only approximately what it would look like. We didn't like figure out how low that minimum would go. It doesn't matter. They didn't ask us to do that on the problem. I don't know where that box just came from. There we go. So there's an approximate graph. I'm pretty sure the answer key shows some other things you can use, like you can plug in other numbers and see if you get answers that are positive or negative, and that'll tell you if it's above or below the axis and help you figure out a little bit what it looks like. But that process wasn't even really necessary because we had enough other details to figure it out without that. Okay, question? direction